Hey everyone, and welcome back. Let's talk about something that feels complicated, maybe even a little scary: insurance. If you've ever felt completely lost trying to figure out what insurance you actually need, you are definitely not alone. Comparing policies can feel like reading a foreign language. You look at all the options, the jargon, the different types, and you just wonder, is this even necessary? Am I wasting money? Do I need a degree just to understand this stuff? It's frustrating, right? It feels like you need to be some kind of expert just to make a basic decision about protecting yourself and your family. That feeling of being overwhelmed is incredibly common. Well, I'm here to cut through all that noise for you. My goal in this video is to explain the essential types of insurance in plain, simple English. We're going to break it down so you can feel clear, confident, and ready to build a solid protection plan for your future. Think of this as your beginner-friendly guide to navigating the world of insurance. So, let's get straight to it. What are the absolute essential types of insurance that most people need to consider? We're going to walk through the core ones step by step. Understanding these basics is the first big leap towards feeling in control of your financial safety net. It's not about buying every single policy out there. It's about getting the right coverage for your specific situation. We'll cover the big five: health, auto, homeowners, or renters, life, and disability insurance. These are the foundational pieces for most people's protection plan. Let's start with one that's probably on everyone's mind. First up, health insurance. What exactly is it? At its core, health insurance is your safety net for medical bills. It's a contract where you pay a regular amount, called a premium, and in return, the insurance company agrees to pay a portion of your medical expenses if you get sick or injured. It helps make healthcare affordable. What does it typically cover? This varies by plan, but generally it includes things like doctor visits, hospital stays, emergency room visits, prescription medications, preventive care like checkups and vaccinations, and sometimes mental health services. Why does health insurance matter so much? Because medical emergencies or serious illnesses can lead to financially devastating bills. A single hospital stay can cost tens of thousands of dollars, sometimes even more. Without health insurance, you could be on the hook for that entire amount, potentially wiping out your savings or putting you into significant debt. It protects you from those unexpected massive costs. Getting health insurance right involves a few key steps. First, research the plans available to you, whether through an employer, a government marketplace, or directly from an insurer. Compare the coverage details. Look at what doctors and hospitals are in network, what services are covered, and what the plan doesn't cover. Understand the costs beyond the premium. This includes the deductible, what you pay before insurance starts paying, co-pays, a fixed amount for certain services, and co-insurance, a percentage of the cost you pay after meeting the deductible. Choosing the right plan means balancing the monthly premium with these out-of-pocket costs and the level of coverage you need based on your health and expected medical use. Don't just pick the cheapest premium without looking at the rest. Next, let's talk about auto insurance. If you own or drive a car, this is almost always a non-negotiable requirement, often mandated by law. What is auto insurance? It's financial protection in case you're involved in a car accident or your car is damaged or stolen. It helps cover the costs associated with these incidents. What does it cover? Auto insurance typically has several components. Liability coverage pays for damages and injuries you cause to others. Collision coverage pays for damage to your own car if you hit another vehicle or object. Comprehensive coverage pays for damage to your car from things like theft, vandalism, fire, or natural disasters. Why does auto insurance matter? Accidents happen even to the most careful drivers. If you cause an accident, you could be liable for the other person's medical bills, car repairs, and even legal fees, which can easily run into tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Auto insurance protects you from having to pay these massive costs out of pocket. It also protects the value of your own vehicle. A common mistake people make with auto insurance is skimping on coverage, especially liability limits. While minimum coverage might be cheaper up front, it often isn't enough to cover the costs of a serious accident. If the damages exceed your liability limits, you could be personally sued for the difference. It's often wise to get higher liability coverage than the state minimum. Also consider if collision and comprehensive coverage are worth it based on the value of your car. If your car isn't worth much, paying for these might not make sense, but for newer or more valuable cars, they are crucial. Let me tell you about Lisa. She was 28, healthy, and thought insurance, especially auto insurance, was something she could deal with later. She drove an older car and figured she'd save money by skipping comprehensive and keeping only the state minimum liability. Then, one day, she was in an accident. It wasn't even entirely her fault, but the other driver's car was new and expensive, and they had significant injuries. Because her liability coverage was so low, it didn't come close to covering the costs. The incident ended up costing her over $12,000 out of pocket after her insurance paid its maximum. It was a harsh, expensive lesson that delayed her financial goals significantly. Don't let that be you. Moving on to where you live. Homeowners or renters insurance. These policies protect your belongings and your living space. What is homeowners insurance? It covers damage to your house itself and your personal property inside it. It also provides liability coverage if someone is injured on your property. What is renters insurance? It covers your personal belongings within your rented home or apartment. It also provides liability coverage if someone is injured in your unit or if you accidentally cause damage to the building or another unit. What do they cover? Both types typically cover damage or loss from events like fire, theft, vandalism, and certain natural disasters like windstorms or hail. Homeowners insurance covers the structure while renters insurance focuses on your stuff. Why do they matter? Imagine losing everything in a fire or having your apartment broken into and valuable items stolen. Replacing all your furniture, clothes, electronics, and other possessions would be incredibly expensive. Homeowners insurance helps you rebuild your home and replace your belongings. Renters insurance helps you replace your belongings and can cover temporary living expenses if your rental becomes uninhabitable. Getting this right means understanding your policy's coverage and exclusions. For homeowners, know what perils are covered, like fire, wind, and what might be excluded, like floods or earthquakes, which often require separate policies. For both, make sure your coverage limits for personal property are adequate to replace everything you own. Consider creating a home inventory to keep track of your possessions and their value. Also, understand the difference between actual cash value and replacement cost coverage. Replacement cost pays to replace items with new ones, while actual cash value pays the depreciated value, which might not be enough to buy new replacements. Replacement cost coverage is usually preferable. Now, let's discuss a type of insurance that's about protecting the people you leave behind. Life insurance. This is a crucial piece of the puzzle if you have dependents or significant debts. What is life insurance? It's a contract where you pay premiums, and in exchange, the insurance company pays a lump sum of money, called a death benefit, to your designated beneficiaries when you pass away. Why does life insurance matter? Its primary purpose is to provide financial support to your loved ones after you're gone. This money can be used for various purposes. It can cover immediate costs like funeral and burial expenses, which can be surprisingly high. It can also be used to pay off outstanding debts like mortgages, car loans, or credit card balances, preventing that burden from falling on your family. Most importantly, it can replace your income to help your family maintain their lifestyle, pay for ongoing living expenses, fund children's education, or allow a stay-at-home parent to continue caring for the family without immediate financial pressure. A common mistake with life insurance is putting it off. Many people think they don't need it when they're young and healthy, but that's actually the best time to get it. Life insurance premiums are typically much lower when you are younger and healthier because you are considered less risky to insure. Waiting until you are older or develop health issues can make coverage much more expensive or even difficult to obtain. There are different types. Primarily term life covers you for a specific period, and whole life covers you for your entire life. Term life is often recommended for most people as it provides significant coverage for a specific need period, like while raising children or paying off a mortgage, at a lower cost. Finally, let's talk about disability insurance. This is often overlooked but can be incredibly important, especially if you rely on your income to live. What is disability insurance? It's a type of insurance that provides you with a portion of your income if you become unable to work due to an illness or injury that isn't work-related. That would be covered by workers' compensation. Why does disability insurance matter? Your ability to earn an income is likely your most valuable financial asset. If you get sick or injured and can't work for weeks, months, or even years, how would you pay your bills? Disability insurance helps replace a significant percentage of your lost income, typically 50 to 70%. This allows you to continue paying for essentials like housing, food, utilities, and other living expenses without completely depleting your savings or relying on others. Think about it. You're statistically more likely to become disabled during your working years than to die prematurely. Protecting your income stream is vital for maintaining your financial stability. Getting disability insurance right involves researching policies carefully. Understand the definition of disability in the policy. Does it pay if you can't do your specific job, own occupation, or any job you're qualified for, any occupation? Own occupation is generally better but more expensive. Understand the waiting period, the time between when you become disabled and when benefits start, and the benefit period, how long benefits will be paid. Also, know the benefit amount, the percentage of your income the policy will replace. Many employers offer group disability insurance, which is a great start, but it might not be enough coverage. Consider supplementing it with a private policy if needed to adequately protect your income. So you've learned about the core types of insurance. The solution to feeling overwhelmed is simple. Learn the basics, identify which types apply to your specific life situation right now, and take action to get the right coverage. You don't need every type of insurance under the sun. Your needs will change as your life changes. When you buy a car, rent an apartment, buy a house, get married, have children, or start a business. The key is to assess your risks at each stage of life and get the insurance that protects against the most financially damaging potential events. It's about smart risk management, not buying policies you don't need. To help you get started, I've put together a simple checklist. It walks you through assessing your current situation and figuring out which of these essential insurances you should look into first. Let's quickly recap. Insurance isn't about living in fear of what might happen. It's about smart preparation and protection. It's about transferring the risk of potentially catastrophic financial losses to an insurance company for a manageable cost. Start small by focusing on the essentials we discussed: health, auto, home, renters, life, and disability. Think big about the peace of mind and financial security these policies provide for you and your loved ones. Your peace of mind, knowing that you and your family are protected against major, unexpected events, is worth far more than any monthly premium you'll pay. It's an investment in your future security. Taking action today, even just researching one type of insurance, is a huge step. Don't put it off like Lisa did. Ready to take that first step? You can download the free insurance starter checklist I mentioned. I've put a link to it in the description below this video. It's a simple guide to help you figure out which insurance types are most relevant to you right now and what to think about when looking for coverage. And if you found this video helpful, please hit the subscribe button. I release weekly videos designed to make complex financial topics like insurance simple and easy to understand. This is Insurance Compass, helping you navigate the world of insurance smarter. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.